Dr.Fetus Mean Meat Machine is a spin-off of Super Meat Boy and Super Meat Boy Forever. I'm gonna be honest, I've never played either of them, so this is my first look into the series. The game was obviously developed by Team Meat, the same studio behind the other two, as well as Thunderful Group and Head Up Games, which they are also behind publishing. This game is incredibly hard, and I've heard that's a main factor to the series, so I'm not complaining. Let's get into it. The level design is incredible. There's the Tetris box, the place where all the action happens, and then there is the incredible designs on the outside of the playable area. The forest is the first planet, and the outskirts of the play zone are an obvious forest, but it looks so dang good. The same applies to the other planets. The hospital has brick building walls with windows in the background. The salt factory has machinery as well as big platforms in the background, and so on and so forth. Death is inevitable in this game. Trust me, you will fail. Over and over and over again. It took me at least 30 levels to get good enough to beat a level with only a few deaths. I've actually only gotten one A+ rating the entire game. It's that difficult. And if you think the normal levels are hard, the bosses have a rude awakening for you. The second boss had me rage quitting over and over. It was so dang hard that I was ready to delete it. So I didn't find it very enjoyable at those points in time. But if you're into brutal annihilation, I guess you may find it fun. The enemies vary from world to world as well, some being objects and some being actual creatures. I'll just continue to use the forest and hospital as examples to avoid too many spoilers. The forest has saw blades as its primary obstacle, and it fits the whole forest style since you would use them to cut wood. Some are on swinging arms or moving on rails, while others shoot out of the wall at you. The hospital has ghosts as its primary hazard. They can bounce off of the placed Meat Boy clones, as well as kill whichever set is being placed. Also introduced on this planet are false blocks that can assist in blocking incoming enemies or attacks. Later introduced are rockets that target blocks, as well as a few other enemy creatures. Next up, let's talk about the game itself. In order to get a set, you need to have 4 of the same color Meat Boy clones touching. In order to get a 2-chain, you need to set up a chain reaction to get one set and then another. You can't get 2 at the same time and get a 2-chain, only one after another. The 2 chains grant a time stop to all obstacles and enemies and make your blocks temporarily invincible. But beware, it doesn't last long, only about 10 seconds or so. In order to complete each level, you need to get enough pairs to fill up the meter. It's not that simple though. Once the meter is filled, you'll complete a phase. Every level has at least 2. The phases bring about new obstacles and enemies that weren't there when the level started. Each level you work towards the perfect genes for your clones. And as you complete levels, you have the chance to unlock a new evolution. Some being more grotesque than the others, but every one of them are unique and pretty cool looking. The bosses, as I said earlier, are on a whole different level. The first boss you encounter is the forest boss. It has 2 giant chainsaws for arms and a rolling spiked cylinder on the later stages. It took me forever to get past him with his 5 stages and all. The hospital's boss is even harder though. A bunch of ghosts floating around and a massive worm type ghost that flies across the screen every few seconds. It scared me the first time it flashed by, but after that I found it pretty cool. The music is a rock theme and it fits the game super well. It has that feeling of fast pace, but works on the slower levels too. As usual, take a listen. Overall, I really did enjoy the game. The speed and intensity of the levels make a good combo. The worlds are all unique compared to one another, and the evolutions make you want to get the best score possible. So yes, I recommend picking it up if you haven't already. It's $9 on Steam, and it is also available on all current platforms. If y'all would like a spoiler review where I can go more in depth with the other levels, as well as talk a bit more about what I've covered and anything I missed, let me know in the comments. Sorry for the shorter review of such a good game, but we're on tight time constraints right now at Nerdsfeed. I hope you have a wonderful day, or night, whichever it is, and for more news, reviews, or whatever we choose, stay tuned to Nerdsfeed.